Hi, my name is Zaku. I am a longtime member of the furry fandom and sometimes content creator. I really thought that my first video as like a long-form content creator was gonna be something more like, hey guys, I have this cool model, look at it jiggle, look at me go moo, look at this. I thought that that'd be fun. I thought that we would have, something more happy to be here about. And unfortunately, I don't. It's a really disturbing state of affairs when just trying to exist on the internet, just trying to live your life, is something that someone can basically just come along and grief out of existence. So, I'm set out to make this video primarily because someone that I had been watching on YouTube, specifically YouTube Shorts for a while, stopped posting. They had a video, one of those shit-ass, just low quality, low effort, like, very cringe compilation videos got made about them, and it demoralized them. It made them not want to make videos at all anymore, or at least not make suggestive ones. You don't know, they do a lot of illustrations and animations or voiceover work for what can only be described as boy kisser meme related content.
I'm gonna go fix my CCIO. Good night. Yoo-hoo! Boy loves this music. I know what you are.
Gay stuff. Whatever. Right? If you don't like it, move on. Now, I'm a trans woman on the internet. I am not a stranger to people saying absolutely heinous shit about who I am, about my body, about what I look like, about, the state of my gender, the state of affairs in politics. I have literally so many people who routinely just make their business bullying the shit out of me. And I don't care. They're probably going to be in this video now, and I don't care. I had to build up a pretty thick skin to be able to put up with that. And at 28 years of age, I feel like I have some wisdom to share on the topic. I've never been a normal person. I've never been interested in being a normal person, for that matter. I've always been the weird kid, the quiet kid, if you will, who kept to herself and just drew or built things or, played with bionicles, goofy shit like that. There is a never-ending supply of assholes who have nothing better to do and nothing interesting to say. And so they will repeat the same tired old mantras and jokes. They will say the same joke every time. It's practically a meme in the trans community at this point of, wow, congrats, you said the one joke, good for you. I hope that makes you feel better about your sad life, because it didn't affect mine. I got girls to kiss. You should try that. I feel like I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the real harm that comments and topics like this do, especially on younger creators. There's people now who are born into a world where they have never not had the internet, where YouTube has been around longer than they have, and they are making content now as grown adults. Realistically, right now in 2026, if you are 18 years old, there is a real possibility that you are an adult on YouTube making content and you were born after YouTube. Which, man, I'm not beating the young allegations. I'm really not. Would I be an auntie? So, in all of this, the biggest question that I think could come up is, so then how do you cope? How do you cope with people just being assholes for seemingly no reason? And I gotta say that the biggest strat, spite. It's spite. It's spite. That's the hack. That's the trick. You can survive for you for only so long. After a while, they've made you question your value, your humanity, your gender, your sexuality. After you've had so many aggressive, disgusting strangers bombard you over and over again about who you are as a person, it's really hard to just look in the mirror and be like, yeah, I'm still me. I'm still good. I'm still killing it. I'm a queen. Yeah, let's go. There are gonna be days where you wake up and you're like, fuck, what if they're all right? What if they are all right? Fuck them. Do what makes you happy. There's no replacement for fuck them. There's no better antidote to what if I'm not enough than fuck they're enough. Who gives a shit? Who's keeping score? Realistically. The rules are made up. The score doesn't matter. The laws are a loose fucking suggestion at this point, at least in America. Like, realistically, who gives a fuck? So if you're happy, if you are existing happy, stay happy. Fuck them. What they say doesn't matter. Oh, they've got more subscribers. They've got more likes and views. Who gives a shit? They've got a bunch of likes and subscribers from people who are not ever going to like you and are never going to deal with you. So why are you trying to impress them? Realistically, they ain't shit. They really ain't shit. You're here. If you're on Resonate or VR Chat or fucking Second Life, if you're anywhere in furry fandom, you've probably got a Sona, you've got friends, you've probably got a group chat or two that you're a part of. Like, realistically, you're having a fucking ball. You've got a social life, you've got people who like you, and at that point, what do they have on you? Subs they will never meet? Likes, follows? Who fucking cares? Make your own. That's what I'm doing. I've got maybe a sum total of like 300 people on any given social media. I mean, between Twitch, Blue Sky, and I guess Instagram, I've got maybe like a sum total of 900 followers. Do I care? No. Because that's 300 people who are nice to me. It's 300 people who like me. And I could live off of 2. I could live off of 1. But realistically, don't bother interacting with those people. There's no quick fix for bullies, except for, fuck them. Every act of happiness that you experience doesn't have to be perfect bliss, but what it can be is an act of defiance. What I mean by this is self-love through defiance, self-love through spite, is not necessarily living for yourself. It's living to say fuck you to all the people who want you dead. It's a little corny, but there was some heat when Rick Sanchez said,
"Your booze mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer. Every breath I take without your permission raises my self-esteem."
I mean, yeah, every breath that they fucking waste on telling me that, oh, you'll never be a woman. Oh, you're just ugly. That's why you're on Avatar. Okay, well, I know I'm hot, and you suck. So, honestly, the fact that you're mad, kudos. Awesome. Like, you don't need their approval. In fact, thrive off their disapproval. That's all the better they deserve. I'm sure I'm not saying anything necessarily original here. I'm probably repeating something you might have heard from someone else say it, but I'm just kind of ad-libbing. This is not scripted. I'm just yapping. Because I like this community. I like the people in this community. I like the people on YouTube who draw and animate and make all this beautiful content and art. And, when I saw that Monument wanted to stop making content, or at least wanted to stop making suggestive content, because they had a fucking cringe compilation that basically laser focused on them, like, that sucks. That sucks so much. And I can't even be mad at them for wanting to quit, and I'm not mad at them. It's a very natural response to, wow, someone put in so much effort, someone wasted so much time to try and point and laugh at me. Like, what am I doing? Like, it's really easy to get discouraged, and I don't blame them for doing that. But I do want to encourage them in spite of it. Keep making content. You deserve it. You deserve to be able to express yourself unapologetically and uncensored, despite what the naysayers say. Who fucking cares what they think? They suck! Most of them are probably like fucking babies.
iPad.
Like, realistically, they don't have any good formed opinions. Everything that they're going to be saying is just fucking bleh, fucking vomited out of the last person that told it to them. Realistically, can you think of like a real reason besides the cringe to say that like furries are a bad thing? One that's based in reality and facts? And I'm sure there's going to be 1,000 people in the fucking comments that are like, oh, well don't they have sex with animals? Wrong. And, oh, aren't they putting litter box in classroom? Wrong. Baseless rumor spread since fucking 2004. Try again. Who cares? Who fucking cares? Mind your own business. Literally no one asked you. Literally go away. If you don't like the video someone else is making, it's so easy to just not be an asshole. It's so fucking easy. You should really try it. I moved the camera to an anchored position so I could have like one consistent place to look at because, god damn it. I moved the anchor to a specific spot so that way I could have a little less, talky head movie things because it was getting a little exhausting and busy. Now, if you're experiencing this kind of bullying and it's really getting to you, there are resources that can help you to cope with that. The Trevor Project is literally what that's for, and there's no shame in using a project like that. There's every amount of, the same honor in fucking using a suicide helpline as there is in using a hospital, in my opinion, because they're both a form of sickness, and they're both a means to help. I'm gonna be honest, I'm just kind of ad-libbing this. I'm not really a scripts kind of gal. I'm not. I'm just kind of. Yip. You like this background? It's pretty sick, right?
Bubbles.
Oh, it looks different depending on how close you get to it. Whoa, that's sick. Sorry, I got distracted. I have ADHD. So, Monument M, I guess if there's anyone that this video is really for, it's probably for you. I love your content. I hope that you keep making that content. Not even necessarily like a selfish, like, oh, I won't have anything to watch! Oh, no! Like, no, I just really think that it's really cute when I see your posts. Your art makes me smile. And it's nice to see someone just making something. I really hope that you don't stop making the content that you like to make and that your fans clearly support. Because someone with nothing better to do except for to put together a trash tier furry hate vid decided to target you. Honestly, welcome to the furry fandom. It's kind of part of it. You'll never run out of haters, but you can usually use them as motivation. Like, a great way to sit down and make content is, man, this is gonna piss the phobes off. This is gonna be awesome. It's one of my favorite things to do is I wake up and I'm like, what could I do that would piss off Ronald Reagan? Continue breathing. And that's how I stay together. There's not a lot that can be said about the people who make those kinds of videos that hasn't already been said, but I'm going to reiterate them here. Most of them don't have a lot of friends of their own, and if they do have friends, they're usually really shallow ones that are like one bad day at fucking middle school from leaving their ass and leaving them completely alone. A lot of them have a lot of stuff going on at home. Parents might not like them. Parents might not be together. Like, they might have some sort of disease. But the biggest one, and this is the one that I've found is like, it's crazy how frequently it is 100% accurate, a lot of them are furries and just don't want to admit it. A lot of them are in the closet. A lot of them are like, no, I can't be attracted to Boy Kisser. No, oh no, oh, it gives me a boner. So again, literally don't take it personally. They're taking their frustration out on you, but you should not have to change your behavior because of that. Because they got nothing good to say. There's not a lot that I can really say about the people who are like vehement furry haters that hasn't already been said like 100 times. But in furry fandom, it's almost kind of a meme about the fact that like most of them end up being furries. So why are we taking their word as gospel? They're one of us. Literally, who cares? They're usually very insecure. They're usually very attention-seeking, and a lot of times they're fishing for content because they have nothing better to do. I remember one of the biggest things that made me like go, oh, fuck, fandom's like not a safe space right now. Something that almost made me like want to stop going to conventions was finding out that people were using like these Google spec things or like the Meta glasses. And they were using them to record in like furry conventions and get footage for like cringe compilations. And I was like, oh, fuck. Oh my god, what do I do about this? Oh my god. And then I had to like have my like pause. It's a fucking cringe compilation. Who cares? It's gonna get like 100 views maybe. Like literally the definition of slop content that does no numbers. Like they'll maybe get like the same like 20 or 30 12-year-olds who are on every single furry hate video, who are just there because they got told by someone else that furries are weird or gay or evil or something like that. And then in like 5 years they'll be like, man, that was really shitty that I was like that to these people. Anyways, I like fox butts now. You don't have to stop making content for these people. In fact, you shouldn't. Realistically, you should make content in spite of them, because you deserve it. You should be creative regardless of what they think. You should make what you want to make, not what they want to make. They suck. Realistically, what are they watching? Fucking Call of Duty streams? Who cares? Boring and mid, uncreative, not cool, doesn't have cool animal people in it. Who cares? I mean, most of them are like fucking Roblox kids at this point. Who gives a shit? Who cares what they think?
Do you know what?
Most of them are really fucking boring anyway. So like, if you're making interesting content, the nuance is going to be lost on them, and any amount of like interesting people who are actually going to be worth having in your audience, they're not it. They're on Roblox for like the 5 billionth time this week. They're off watching some fucking mid-COD streamer who can't string 3 kills together. They're off fucking eating apple juice and chicken nuggets and shit like 5-year-olds because they are. Most of the time they're fucking children. I've literally had people in my comment sections, and I am a tiny creator. I am a itty bitty like microscopic creator. And I've still gotten the furry hate comments, and it's like, bro, you are 13. Go do your homework. Shut up. In summary, Monument M, if you see this, I doubt you will, but if you do, I hope you don't stop making content that you enjoy. I hope that you continue to create in the way that you see fit, not the way they see fit, because you are never going to please them. It is a radical act of defiance to love yourself regardless of what they think.
Go be happy. Fuck someone's day up by loving yourself.
To keep being who you are is an act of rebellion against what they want. That should motivate you. I hope y'all like this background, by the way. This was like, yeah, this took me like a whole 2 seconds to set up. I really worked hard on this. I went into someone else's world and used someone else's texture that they made and gave to me on a whim, and I put it on that. I did that. You did that? I did that. Jokes aside, thank you to Ice Cream Pie, the person who made this for Neo, which turned into Resonate, and that I am now using for streaming purposes. Thank you. I'm not going to disable comments on this video. I'm not going to disable dislikes. If you feel like calling me a gay furry tranny or something like that, hey, comments are down there. Say it there. Boost my algo, baby. Come on, bring it. I don't care. You're stuck in a computer. Look at you. Look at you looking at your screen. Look at you so mad. Look at you fucking angry. Fucking baby. Little fucking... Go do your homework, bitch. Go eat your Cheez-Its. I'm not going to do the like and subscribe thing because I think it's fucking stupid. That's actual cringe. Real cringe is telling people to like and subscribe. Anyways, it was fun hanging out with y'all. I literally found this studio world like maybe 40, 50 minutes ago. So, see how that goes. Anyways, bye.